North London derby, one of the biggest games in English Premier League history, one of the biggest rivalries and the biggest derbies. I demand Arsenal to win. I'm not accepting nothing less than a win from Arsenal. I don't care. I'm saying it like that. It's your boy Cape. If you're new or you're returning and you haven't already, smash that subscribe button down below and smash the like button. North London derby. It's going to be a big game, and considering the injuries that we have to Odegaard and Marino, the suspension of Rice as well, so it's interesting to see what our lineup's going to be. Of course, Thomas Partey's been starting every game, so we know he's going to start, but I'm just saying in terms of what Mikel's going to do, and the vibe around Mikel signing his new contract the other day, which is so positive, 3-year deal, which me, I love the guy. I love the fact that he's our coach. He's changed everything around. Every single part of this club was rubbish, was shit, was smelling, and he turned it around and brought us to a stage where we're almost where we want to be, and I'm so forever grateful. So in this game now, on the eve of the North London derby, I'm amped. I'm ready for this game. Like, no matter what, whoever we go there, even if we went there with 10 youngsters, of course, yeah, we're underdogs, but I'm gonna be like, fam, you guys know what it means for the badge. Let's play some game. Form doesn't matter. The coach's tactics, of course, has an influence, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because it's about what coach wants to win more, what fan base wants to win more, and what set of players on the day want to win that game. The tactics that Mikel is going to set us up with, and the way the game state is going to go, for me, obviously it's easy to say this is how it's going to go, but based on what we've seen from Tottenham in the first 3 games of the season, based on what we saw from Tottenham last season, I think the game is going to go like this. Obviously, Mikel had his press conference today, obviously, where he's talking about a few things, team news, obviously his new contract and such like. Obviously, he confirmed that obviously Marino is recovering well, but obviously he's going to take a bit of time because of his bone injury, and the Odegaard, they need to assess. He tried to say that it's not ruled out that he couldn't play. That guy ain't playing in North London derby, man, and if he plays, then that's a miracle. So he did say some positive news about Gabriel Jesus, that he's been training, and obviously we got through training today. Then we'll see how he would feel, and obviously Calafiori said similar things. So it's like, but they both got to be in the squad, and I can't lie, it's looking positive, and it's kind of maybe influenced my starting lineup as well. But it's a big game. Tottenham are going to play that high line. I think Postecoglou confirmed today that Van der Ven and Solanke are fit and are going to be available for the game, so I do expect them both to start, which obviously allows them to play more to how they want to play, obviously having a focal point, as well as having Van der Ven for the recovery runs, and just obviously he's a high quality defender. Nevertheless, I feel like Mikel's going to set us up in that not low block, but in a tight defensive shape, very compact in the middle, not allowing much central access for Tottenham's pocket players and their inverting fullbacks, and all the type of players that they have dropping into that central areas to try and create space and overload and create chances, and we're going to get in the wide areas. Obviously, with that being said, now the difference between last season is that I believe it was Son that was playing up front, and the Solanke is fit and available now. That's a big presence up there who can score goals as he did last season. So Arsenal have got to consider that, especially in their tactics, when they're going to try and press the middle to give them the wide areas and allow them to put crosses into the box. But obviously, I'm confident with the likes of Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, that they can deal with that type of danger if that's what we're going to be faced with for the majority of the game. And going forward, obviously, now with not having our chief creator in terms of someone that dominates and conducts the ball in Martin Odegaard, I think it's time for other players to step up. It's time to see what Mikel does with his lineup, and in terms of my predicted lineup, I'm going to give what I feel Mikel's going to do as well as what I want to do, and you're going to see what I mean when we get to that. But we've seen in training today, obviously everyone's back in training from international break. Saka, Declan Rice, they're all there. Havertz, Saliba. We won't see the likes of Jesus or Calafiori in those pictures, because Mikel likes to keep the essence of mystery. But yeah, Timber and such like. So it was nice to see everyone in training. We also saw even Nwaneri, who's like, look at him. He's looking. Does that look like a 17-year-old? He looks like a guy that is ready. He's locked in, like knows his opportunity. We saw that little clip of him when he was playing the under-19s for England, where he done that nice 360 skill, and just looks warm, man. And whether he starts or not, whether some other players start or not, I'm just confident Nwaneri will definitely get his chance this season. He's the next in line. So whether he gets a game before Odegaard, like in terms of a start before Odegaard comes back or not, I think definitely that bottom game is probably the game he probably does start. So let's look at my lineup going into this game. So obviously back four, I'm going to go with David Raya in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and I'm going to go with Timber, if Calafiori never sustained that injury, I'd have felt like this would have been one of those games I would have put him in, just because I felt like we'll be defending that, that low block type defender, that type defense where, he feel like he was thriving, winning his aerial duels, being that tall height, but obviously with his ability to carry the ball out in terms of a team that's gonna, in us, that's gonna adopt that, that counter-attacking type tactics. It'll be very useful to have a player like that. But Timber, nevertheless, I love the guy, so I feel like he do well in this game as well. His defending is nothing short but amazing, and obviously when he does attack, what he can do. In the midfield now, I'm gonna go with Jorginho and Partey as a double pivot. I think obviously it's a game where we just need two experienced heads, them being the two experienced players in our team. We haven't seen Jorginho feature this season, but I feel like whenever he does play, he plays with class, he plays with grace. And again, I feel like when you're playing in a compact shape, it's about keeping your concentration, moving laterally, being able to get tackles where you can, but for the most part block all the passing lanes and make it more difficult for their players to have any space in that central area where it's most dangerous. So I'm going with that. Then I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka off the right, I'm going to go with Martinelli off the left, and I'm going to go with Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus in a more 4-4-2 type formation. Obviously with Havertz probably dropping in more to the midfield in terms of when we're trying to build up and when we're trying to defend as well, because he can win aerial duels. He's quite, puts himself about. But I feel Gabriel Jesus also can do that, especially if he's fit. Obviously if he isn't fit, I'll slot Trossard right into that position. But for me, I feel like the signals, I feel like Jesus probably was almost back, probably by the Brighton game, and he's probably just been, did up some nursing him, not rushing him, but he's probably been fit, and they probably ramped him up this week, and he's probably ready. So yeah, that's my team: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Jorginho, Havertz, and Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli. And the reason why I'm going with Martinelli, because I feel like just his out and out pace, experience playing in the North London derby for our team, and just what I feel like he wants to prove, knowing what he's been seeing with Trossard and Sterling in training. I feel like it'll be his game to get his goal and open his account. And then you have the likes of Trossard and Sterling off the bench with Nwaneri and maybe Lewis Skelly there, that can influence the game if Mikel wants to do that. So yeah, and my score predictions for this game, I'm gonna go with Arsenal. I'm gonna go with a 3-1 win. I think it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a cage game, of course, as all North London derbies are. But I trust my team, and especially the players that we have on the defence, that they will stay concentrated for the majority of the time, that they do their job and they win their battles and their duels. And I believe that David Raya is improving as a keeper all the time. He was already a quality keeper, but you can see he's really hit his form and his confidence. Maybe it's because he knows he's the undisputed one, or just because he's permanently at the team. Wherever it is, may it continue. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win, and I believe we're going to do it, man. Injuries, as I said, is adversity, is an opportunity for different things, and I feel like Mikel, we saw him tease this 4-4-2 type formation with in pre-season where Jesus was playing, Havertz was playing right behind him. Remember that goal that he scored, I think it was against Bayer Leverkusen, where Jesus was driving through the middle, Havertz was occupying that space. Like, there's different options, and I feel like that's always been something that I feel like Mikel wanted to do, these guys. So now having an opportunity where it's not like he's dropping Odegaard to do this, I feel like we can see things work. There's different combinations, there's different ways to use these players. We have a lot of good and interesting profiles, so Mikel knows this. It's just about him utilizing it to the maximum. So it's been your boy KP, your boy Cape. Hit that subscribe button down below, smash that like button down below, comment down below your predictions, your thoughts, anything you agree or don't agree with what I said in this video, and I'll catch you guys on the match reaction to the Arsenal dub, the North London derby. Speak soon.